Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Doused by DIIV. As usual, this song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers. So if you want to get your song reviewed, just do what they did. Leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. And to my knowledge, so far, I think I've heard one song from DIIV, maybe two. I know for sure I've heard Blankenship, which is on my regular rotation. I listen to it quite literally all the time. But I want to say I might have reviewed another one at some point, and I'm blanking on the name. I can literally search across my channel, I guess. Acheron, I did do Acheron. Okay, yeah, and according to my thumbnail where I have 2 thumbs up, I liked it. So, but wow, I haven't listened to a DIIV song on the channel since 2022. So it's been a while. I did like both of those songs. I guess I forgot to add Acheron to my my playlist. I guess I'll go back and do that. But hey, let's listen to this one. Doused, DIIV. Here we go.
Okay, thank you. This is our last song. It's called Doused. Thank you for coming, everybody.
2012, good year.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was fun. I really like that. And I forgot to mention,
We'll be playing tonight at Music Hall of Williamsburg. Thank you all for coming.
I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video that I decided to grab the KEXP live version of it. The person who requested the song didn't request a specific version, but I chose that one because the other biggest, highest viewed choice was the actual music video, and I tend to have bad luck with music videos. They tend to get blocked on my channel. So decided to go with that KEXP. Plus, KEXP usually does have just really good recording quality, production value. So definitely couldn't go wrong with them. But man, before I jump in, here we usually talk lyrics, then we talk instrumentation, then we talk replay value. Before I jump into all that, though, like, wow, just the energy behind this performance. They look really young here. And I think I remember seeing someone in the comments saying that they kind of came onto the scene around 2011 or so. And if this performance was in 2012, then yeah, like this is maybe just after they kind of broke out and started maybe getting steadier work or getting more exposure, that kind of thing. But man, they had like the reason I say that they're so young is that they just had such good like young person energy, right? Like they're jumping around stage, they're rocking out, and that I think energy really enhanced this first listen for me as we were going through it. So yeah, anyway, let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with those lyrics. So let's see. Never had you run so far, but you really gotta get away. You know it in the nighttime running to it. Caught a rising star, but then you let it drop into the ocean. Now the water's running through it. Now you've gone so far, you really had to get away. You knew it in your lifetime, running to it, acting like you've come so far. The bed you made yourself, and this house and me are all falling apart. So yeah, I mean, starting out, never had you run so far, but you really got to get away. To me, that speaks to like maybe somebody who has tried to distance themselves a couple times, but they always come back. But this time, like they really kind of distance themselves, right? To the point where it's like, I'm not sure that they're going to ever come back. Like they had to get away. Caught a rising star, but then you let it drop into the ocean. Now the water's running through it. Now you've gone so far, you really had to get away. You knew it in your lifetime, running to it, acting like you've come so far. The bed you made yourself, and this house and me are all falling apart. And so maybe it's like, to me, it's reading as a relationship, someone neglecting it, right? Again, looking for that distance. And so now that person has distanced themselves, like, again, you're sort of tearing the relationship apart. The relationship itself is falling apart. Never thought you'd go so far, but now you're really gone. And it's been so long, I never really think about it. Yeah, you made a beating heart, whatever. Now that amber light has faded, and it's yours to commit to it. This part's interesting. You made a beating heart. So do they have a kid together in this sort of relationship, and the person still abandoned them? Maybe it's about, now that I think about it, like maybe it's about like a father walking out, right? Or one of the parents walking out on sort of the family, right? And that would make sense with the line of this house and me are falling apart. That would make sense with the line, you made this beating heart, whatever. Act like it stops and starts a gesture here and there. For me is one thing, but I felt it every time. You blew it. Now you've gone too far. Your urge to run away is back, and we all know. Yeah, I think that's kind of how I'm deciding to read it, is like an absent parent, somebody who again brings you into the world and then decides like I didn't want this, and I want my space. And maybe it's a person who kind of, as the lyrics allude to, often distances themselves from the mother or the father, the other parent who is in the child's life. So like distancing themselves from the child and from the parent who stayed, and like every so often coming back. But then there was that one moment where they decided to distance themselves for good and not come back, right? So that's kind of how I'm reading this one. I mean, overall, lyrically, I think there's, probably a few ways you can take it, but there's just those few little lines in there where I'm like, yeah, I think that's what this one's about. But I like that it's also a little open to interpretation. So, I mean, lyrically, 2 thumbs up. I like the way it was written a lot. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, start with the vocals because I really liked this sort of fast-paced style in the vocals here. When I think back to Blankenship, that's another thing I liked of that song too, was again like the way that the vocals were delivered. I think made the song that much more energetic. In Blankenship, here as well, like just that fast kind of frenetic pace, And then again, this isn't a live performance, not really reading it here in the lyrics, but like when he maybe catches that little slip up and he's just like fuck, and then just keeps going, like that was pretty cool too. But yeah, I think the vocal performance really added to just sort of the frenetic feeling and pace of the song. The instrumentation was fantastic, really great drumming that I think made like a very fun, groovy rhythm. The guitar work was absolutely fantastic. That sort of main riff that you get throughout was infectious. Again, when he kind of says fuck and then jumps away from the mic and they're rocking out, like there were a few moments in there that were just really fun and energetic instrumentally, and that really kind of elevated the song for me overall. So, but overall, like throughout the song, you get a lot of, again, just great drum fills, great guitar work, and excellent vocals to kind of make it a really really interesting and fun song to listen to throughout. So instrumentally, vocally, two big thumbs up there. As far as replay value goes, I was thinking about this right as the song was ending, but like I said, Blankenship has become part of my regular rotation. I can't believe I did not add Acheron. I can believe it, actually. There are so many times when I will record a video like this, be like, man, that was a great song. Can't wait to add it to my playlist. And then I'll go about my day and forget to actually do so until months later. And I see like a comment on that video and I'm like, oh yeah, or I'll be like, hey, what was that song again? What did that actually sound like? So I'm going to have to go back and listen to Acheron, because between like how much I enjoyed Blankenship and then how much I really enjoyed this, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go make sure I'm adding DIIV to my playlist, because man, they're awesome. They're rocking out here. So, all that said, two thumbs up for replay value. Can't wait to jam this one out again for real this time. Let's go add this shit to the playlist. All right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. If you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel, consider supporting the channel. Like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff helps me out. And then last but not least, you can also check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch or Instagram. I need to take my TikTok off because I no longer have TikTok. I'm whittling down my online presence. I have like a handful of things left I can point you to. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.